And Swift Zord with Dynasty's first pick is going to be Jaina. So that will be another Jaina we've seen so far in this tournament. Lily, awesome. You know I love me some Lily. Lily Sylvanas could be a very strong combo with her pushing power and Lily being able to keep her topped off.
Lots of sustain for that one for sure.
And Diablo, Jaina Diablo, also a very strong combo.
All right, well, this should be exciting. Got some squishiness and then some super tankiness, so let's see how this goes.
Heroes.
Alright, so we have Smash Zord on Diablo and Swift Zord on Jaina.
And then on Team Surrender at 20, we have Deadly Sin playing Sylvanas and Killing Phil on Lily.
The battle begins.
I'm actually excited because we finally got a match where Sylvanas wasn't banned.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of build Lily goes. See if she goes a wind build to help out with those blocks.
It's like she started out with
Sylvanas.
Protoss, which increases the range of their healing brew by 30%. Swift went with Winter's Reach, which increases the Frostbolt range. Soul Feast for Diablo, which is fairly standard, gives you extra health and mana. And Barb Shot from Sylvanas, which is your Withering Fire, deals 200% extra bonus damage to minions. So a little more clear potential, probably. It'll be interesting to see how Lily's blind works out, since they're really not a huge auto attack team. Swift and Smash really coming out aggressive here early on.
Yeah, Team Dunkcase is going to have to be a little bit careful when they're getting close to Dynasty's towers. They're going to have to watch for that Diablo slam and body blocking.
Yes. I suspect we'll see a lot of grabs and knockbacks towards the towers.
But as you can see, Lily's able to keep their team topped off. Dynasty has already had to make a trip, at least Swiftsword has, to the healing fountain for mana and health.
You think Swift will go Arcane?
I do. I mean, that
does seem to make sense.
Taking a 2v2, yeah, it's really strong. Once again, it's going to keep you out in lane long.
So Noel from chat was saying I would have actually liked to have seen a Sylvanas dagger build here. I think I agree. I mean, those dagger builds, that's for pushing, that's it's pretty dang good.
And I actually agree 100%. And for me to say that, because I love Barb's shot.
I thought you were going to say you love Sylvanas, because you do love
I
Sylvanas.
do love Sylvanas.
Almost in an unhealthy way.
And the Barb shot does allow for the quick wave clears. But however, since there's no Merc camps or anything to be casting this, it
does lower its utility a little bit.
Yes, exactly. The team's neck and experience gain right now, so.
Killing Phil doing a really good job just keeping his laning partner topped off, whereas Swift is just having to go back constantly. Jaina's very squishy, so you really have to be careful. Looks like we have extra auto attack misses from Lili and Envenom from both Jaina and Sylvanas. And interestingly enough, amplified healing on Diablo. I wonder what his thought process was for picking that.
Yeah, that is a very interesting choice. I don't know if it's a misclick or if he's going for those orbs.
Say, because amplified healing does increase the health you get from the pools and the orbs.
Yeah.
Oh. Gets the grab but misses the slam and slams a minion back instead, but Sylvanas going very low. That might have been a kill if he had actually got the slam on her too. Smash Sword going low, he's taking some tower hits.
They're gonna have to pull out of here.
Oh, we might see our first kill! Oh, and Smash goes down. Great teleport by Deadly Sin to pick that kill up.
And they're going to get a nice little push in here. Sylvanas' pushing power is absolutely insane, especially because of her trait, which will keep structures from attacking, and minions for that matter.
Some might say it's bonkers, Gizmo. Were you laughing at me?
It was a mix of a laugh.
By the way, everybody, since we have a little break in the action, it's Gizmo's birthday, so say hi to him. He's a quarter of a century old now.
It is. Surprisingly, I feel fantastic today. However, a little tired just since I stayed up till 6:30. Other than that, figure.
I get it. It is your birthday. A lot of poking back and forth. You may not see some really big full-on engages until they hit 10. The ults are going to be really interesting when they come out. I'm guessing we'll see Diablo Fire Breath and maybe a Water Elemental.
Maybe, or she might go. Swift might go. Ring.
Oh, huge damage on Swift.
Goes down. Might see Ring of Frost to try and lock them down for that Fire Breath or Lightning Breath.
That was very well played by Deadly Sin. Got the Envenom off, all the arrows off, and a teleport up to stay in range.
Thank you very much, Coag. I did not cut my hair for my birthday. I cut my hair because I was gonna go bald if I didn't. Pulling way too much hair out. I cut about Well, I was able to cut off and donate about 20 inches, which is a lot of hair.
Did
head
you
is
do
very cold.
locks of love or something like that?
Yes.
Well, good for you. So, I think it should be mentioned, Lily is going to be both Lily and Deadly Sin are going to be very hard to corner, because as Lily takes more damage, because of her trait, she gains movement speed. And then, of course, Sylvanas has that teleport on her E, I believe. Whereas neither Diablo or Jaina have a lot of movement type stuff. But Smash seems to be making up for that in sheer brute force.
Yep, for their level 7 talents, Smash went battle momentum on Diablo, Jaina picking up Frostbitten, Lily with the good stuff, and Sylvanas with the unstable poison.
But more healing, not too much of a surprise there. Oh, nice smash.
Sin able to get out of there.
Didn't look like he was able to get the charge in on her though. For ults, Sylvanas, of course, I would be ridiculously surprised if we saw anything but the Hungering Arrow.
I agree 100%. Man, I really must say, I really like this Lily choice. Able to keep him topped off. It's not using really
Tons of
much
mana,
mana
no.
at all. And she's no slouch when it comes to damage for a superhero.
That's why I was
nowadays.
kind of wondering. I wonder if she's gonna go her damage ult just because she's only got one other person to heal.
Yes, that will be a very interesting choice.
And Deadly and Killing Field just so slippery. We are approaching 10 though, so I expect to see some engages once that level hits. Towers are pretty close.
Yep, still both towers and gates up for both teams at this point.
Yeah, very surprising. This has been a very pokey game.
Yeah, I think that's about to change. Team Surrender level 20 just hit 10. Let's see what they pick. And Wailing Arrow and Jug of 1,000 Cups.
Oh, so she did go the healing. Oh, that's going to make it really hard to kill that Sylvanas then.
It will still be possible with the bursts that Jaina does have.
It's like
It will
Lightning
be quite
Breath
difficult.
and Water Elemental for their ults. I was wondering if they would go a Ring of Frost Lightning Breath combo to keep them in that Lightning Breath, but
Yeah, it's
looks
gonna
like
be really
Swift
hard
wanted
to
that
keep-
mobility.
It's really going to be hard to keep the other team in that Lightning Breath in this 2v2. Because there's not really a situation where they won't just be able to back out.
Yeah,
But we'll see if he can
interesting
capitalize
choice
it.
there. A lot of... Oh! There's that
Smash
burst.
Proving me wrong immediately.
There's that burst. Sylvanas just taken out.
So let's see if Dynasty gets in there and takes advantage of this. It's,
Looks like Dynasty will probably at least get one tower out of this. Oh, Lily in trouble.
Deadly Sin is back up and on the way, will Lily be able to hold off until she gets you? Looks like
Looks like it. That was fairly devastating to their front gates, though.
It was, but honestly, you know, the experience is still neck and neck right now.
Yeah, those two kills.
Sylvanas Wailing Arrow is still up, and Lightning Breath is back to cooldown as well.
Both the other ults will be back up very soon. We'll definitely see another engage when Smash gets back.
Welcome to the channel, Perseus. For anyone new just joining us, I'm going to give a quick overview of the tournament again. So, yes, this is a 2v2 mid lane tournament only, so there are no objectives, no merc camps. It's just straight 2v2, down your throat pushing. The game ends once the enemy's keep is down, so that will be the second structure in the lane.
And they're never over until they are over.
No crazy comebacks yet today, at least that we've seen while we've been casting, but
I kind of wish we could do all the games, but then we would be here for a very long time.
and we have not seen one yet, but there are mirrored matchups are allowed. We do still
Deadly
have
Sin,
one ban.
that burst! But it looks like Wailing Arrow got off on Swiftnord and kept Swift from being able to burst her down.
They are able to back out. So mirror matchups are allowed once again. Each team does have one ban, and then it is the rotating pick.
Surrender 20 might get in a good push here. I expect that tower to probably go down. Yeah.
And at this point, Diablo doesn't really have the damage to be able to scare them off from getting that pick.
Still very close XP-wise, but Surrender 20's got just a little bit of a level gap.
Both teams about to hit level 13. Let's see what talents they pick up in this game.
The wave clear of both these teams is pretty insane. Especially now that Sylvanas went Unstable Poison, which any minions that die under the effect of her passive blow up.
Which is pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so team Don't Surrender at 20 for level 13. Killing Phil on Lily is picking up Shrink Ray, which is a very solid choice in the 2v2, and Deadly Sin on Sylvanas picking up Evasive Fire, which once again is going to make her extremely difficult to get a hold of.
Looks like Swift went with Stormfront, which increases your range of your Blizzard by 100%. This will be really good for him so that he can stay back. I mean, look at that. He can cast from like half the screen. Oh, the ults are out! But Lily healing is just keeping Deadly up.
So all ults used except for Deadly Sin's Wailing Arrow.
Nice push by Smash right into the Blizzard. But Lily's...
He's doing a very nice job with his slam.
Lily took that extra blinding wind though, which caused him to miss most of his auto attacks.
Smash doing a good job healing for Swift, allowing him to get out there. Unfortunately, that means he is going to go down.
But he will be back very quickly.
And he is back.
But their healing fountain is gone, so that's a good pickup by Surrender at 20. Causes Dynasty to have to go back further every time they want some healing. Null Pointer from chat makes a really good point. If Surrender 20 has been pretty good at getting them down and grabbing a few kills, but they really haven't capitalized a lot on it yet. Oh, big damage! Wow! That is insane. Jug keeping Killing Phil alive. Wow.
That's gotta be frustrating for Dynasty right now.
I'm sure it is.
That has happened so many times.
Smash with another good slam.
But Killing Phil used Shrink Ray on Swift Sword, which kind of negated him from that fight right there. Smash trying to escape, Swift Sword trying to peel for him, and it's going to be dangerous.
Wow!
He barely escapes. Oh my goodness.
I can't even see his health bar.
Let's see if Debbie's going to get in there and try and get some damage done
This
on
is
this
is
board.
definitely their opportunity to push, and they need to take advantage of it, and they very much are.
Yeah, he was waiting for their wave to kind of get in there.
I think this is going to be a fort.
I think if they would have hopped in there earlier, they could have gotten it down, but they waited a little bit.
Minions finished it off,
already
yeah.
put it down.
Take note, the minions do have value. Still not a huge XP advantage, though. Team Dynasty really just needs another solid engage and just to burst one of them down. If they can burst Sylvanas down, they should be able to fairly safely ignore Lily to push.
If they can burst Sylvanas down, which is proving to be very difficult on top of her escape and...
Oh, there, engage!
There it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Good job by
and there it is.
being able to knock Sylvanas out of the jug. Even just for that split second, was able to put enough damage down to get the kill.
Smash taking a lot of damage, though, from both the tower and the fort. Almost
That was
escapes.
a good Shrink Ray. Great Shrink Ray by Killing Phil for that increased damage and slowing him to allow that tower to finish him off.
It was really actually a good attempt of his to escape. He found a minion at the edge and jumped to him, but it just wasn't quite enough.
So level 16 talents, it looks like Team Surrender at 20. Killing Phil and Lily going Herbal Cleanse, which removes silences, stuns, and slows. And Deadly Sin on Sylvanas picking up Blood for Blood.
Not a surprise there. That's going to be very useful in fighting Diablo with all that health. I do love that reindeer mount, though. Speaking of mounts, when do you think we're going to get our mechanical spider? That thing's been just sitting in the store for forever now, just tempting me.
I imagine that we will have it probably when open beta goes out.
Which is May 19th, by the way, so not very far at all. Let's see if Dynasty can get in a good push here with this minion wave. And Sylvanas just locking everything down.
Yeah, they're focusing their damage on Team Surrender at 20 instead of that fort.
Oh, Blood for Blood goes out on Diablo, gets him really low. All the ults are out. Swift Sword was shrunk. And that Jug just keeping Sylvanas up, forcing Smash to retreat.
He's doing a great job with the positioning and getting that fire breath off, but the fire breath inside of the jugs.
They're pretty much just canceling each other out.
Yeah. Smash trying to get out of there. Looks like he's gonna be trying to save this tower.
He's making a good effort.
10 seconds until Swift is back up on Jaina. Looks like he is going to go ahead and retreat. It was a nice job holding him off a little bit, keeping both their towers and gate fairly healthy for the time being.
Smash has honestly done a very good job this game of peeling for SwiftSword. But
He has. It has resulted in his death a few times.
Lily being used by Killing Field a wonderful effect, not just the healing, the ult healing, but also the Shrink Ray, which is negating a lot of the burst that Swift is able to do.
Yeah, Perseus, Lily is doing a fantastic job, and this is the first time I've seen her used in the 2v2, and I'm very impressed. I imagine we'll be seeing a lot more of her. The two main supports we have seen, especially in our first tournament,
Ults all out! Trying to burst down Deadly Sin, but just can't.
Those jugs.
Trying again. Man, Lily's just keeping Deadly Sin up with everything she's got.
So Dynasty's level 16 tier talent picks. Smash going imposing presence on Diablo. And Jaina going northern exposure.
Another very interesting choice on Diablo.
Yeah, very odd pick. You know, but not surprising. Cheeseburger, so in the 2v2, you are going to see quite a few talents that you don't see picked in the 5v5 format, which is another cool thing about this format, because, you know, a lot of those talents go ignored, and they actually prove to be quite valuable in the 2v2. However, I am not sure about the Diablo picks.
Ooh, looks like that ult was just a little premature. SwiftSword was not quite there yet. A lot of damage on Swift. Shrink Ray is out. They're chasing him down. Smash doing a great job healing, but it just wasn't quite enough. That's right, Lily, get out of my way, he says.
Yeah, with Sylvanas not really being an auto attack hero, that Relentless is not being maximized.
SwiftSword did go Northern Exposure, which allows a Cone of Cold to give vulnerability, which should be good at damaging through some of that healing.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Looks like they are going to get both towers and a gate down, and see if they're going to push and get this healing fountain down as well.
Looks like they are. Will they be able to push this keep, though? That's the question.
With the pushing power I have, I would not be surprised. Great lightning bolt by Smash Sword to at least
to save that keep.
See another fight.
Mm-hmm. They're only a level behind, so they definitely could win a team fight. It's all about, can they time that burst they have well enough to stop that healing from Lily, or and I'm not sure. I think the grab will interrupt that Lily ult because it's a short stun.
Team Don't Surrender at 20, about to hit level 20. Let's see what they pick up, or let's see if they surrender.
That would be an odd choice.
Yeah, you really should try out this format, Cheeseburger. We started this tournament just based off of all of our friends around here. We have LAN parties, and we decided to do a 2v2 tournament at one of our LAN parties, and we fell in love with it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very skill based, really, and unlike fives as much, since the Heroes in general is more of a team oriented game. This gives you a chance to individually shine a little more. Oh, lots of damage out on Swift Sword. Wow.
Going down. Smash is gonna get out. Not gonna get out, but Fire Breath's gonna back him up for a little bit. But 50 seconds until Swift is back up onto Jaina. I would imagine.
I don't see Smash being able to hold him off. You gotta love the physics in this game. Gotta love him though, he's a trooper.
And that will be the end of game 1, going to Team Surrender at 20. We'll see how Dynasty is going to respond with their bans. I imagine we'll see a Sylvanas ban and see if they decide to change their team comp at all. That is very true.
Man, because honestly, I don't think the Sylvanas was the problem in that game. I think the Lily was the problem in that game.
Let's take a quick look at numbers. Man, Sylvanas Siege damage 237k.
Wow. Crazy pushing.
So we're going to go ahead and get set up for game 2 in this second round of the tournament. Real quick, guys, again, this is the Lords of the Lane 2v2 tournament, sponsored by our podcast, Lords of the Storm. So feel free to check that out. Available on iTunes and Stitcher. We are on Twitter at Lords of the Storm. I am Gizmo Zord, also here with TBK. You can find us on both Twitter and Twitch as well.
Man, that was a crazy game. I can't believe how much healing Lily did to negate the Fire Breath and Jaina Burst.
So a quick update on how the other games are going. Looks like Provoked Gaming won their first matchup against Morris Day Duo. Now on our bracket, it is showing them as Angular Storm. However, they did not show, and we weren't able to change the name. So that
yeah, we'll
is
see.
Morris
We'll see if we
Day
can
Duo.
fix that at some point. I almost got set up for round 2 of Dynasty versus Surrender at 20. Need to get Gizmo in here. There you are. And let's switch back to the game.
All right, so Team Surrender at 20 has first ban, and they are going to go Asmo once again.
Both of them ban Asmodan. And there's a Sylvanas ban. Not surprising one bit.
So we'll see if Team Surrender at 20, if they're going to try and kind of keep the same team. If they do keep Lily, who do you think we'll see? I could see a Vala, or maybe probably not a Hammer.
I could definitely see a Vala. Ooh, a Zagara. And as anybody who's been here earlier, we saw some really good Zagara play earlier. Very, very strong hero on 2v2.
Smash going Rhaegar. He does play a very strong Rhaegar. And once again, the two supports that we do see the most of, or have seen the most of in these tournaments so far, has been Rhaegar and Tassadar.
But I like Lily. I definitely like the Lily.
Yes. I definitely see us seeing more of her in future games.
Alright, so it looks like Lily, Zagara, and Rhaegar and Hammer. But this time, they'll be able to answer healing with healing. So this will be interesting.
And Rhaegar can do a fairly good job as good of a job as support can do. And kind of healing for tank with his slow totem, and he'll be able to take a little bit of damage.
You can actually, Rhaegar can actually do a surprising bit of damage if you build him correctly. Alright, so this game we have Smash Sword on Rhaegar and Swift Sword on Hammer. Then Killing Fill again on Lily, and Deadly Sin this time on Zagara.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, what are you waiting for?
Now, speaking from experience, Gizmo, I know that Smash and Swift both play very good Rhaegars and Hammer. So, what do you think we'll kind of see from them? You think we'll see a lot of just them going for Hammer every time?
Yeah, I do imagine. I have not seen this comp played against Zagara. We'll see if they're able to hold him out of that range.
That range is going to definitely be really nice for Swift. It'll be interesting to see if he ends up going with the hover tank or not. Want to go over their initial talents? See what we're looking at.
Alright, so we have Swift Sword on Sergeant Hammer going with Generation Master. Smash Sword on Rhaegar going Healing Totem. Killing Fill on Lily going Conjurer, Pursuit, and Deadly Sin on Zagara going Reconstitution.
Reconstitution is really great, especially if they don't have AoE that can clear all that spread of why am I forgetting the word? It's totally the word. Icky goo on the ground.
We'll see. It's a fairly interesting choice since they do have Lulu, who's going to be able to heal quite a bit. But I guess it's just going to make Deadly Sin all the more harder to kill.
Yeah, that bonus creep. It's creep. That bonus from the creep heal is fairly decent, and without a good way to clear it, and she's not only going to get that healing bonus, it also gives her speed boost too. She's going to make her very hard to catch. Lily could definitely be a bane to hammer, especially with the auto attack missiles.
Taking a little bit of damage here. Smash, they're not going to overextend.
Gather troops and earn my favor.
Looks like Smash is going back. Swift taking a decent amount of damage. That's going to be one of the hard things, is when your hammer goes into that siege mode, it's going to be a lot harder to get away from Zagara's banelings that roll towards you.
Yeah, Smash Sword going to probably have to try and pick those up.
Neck and neck XP wise. Slowing Totem is down, but man, the blinding wind is definitely gonna cramp their style a little bit. It's like level 4 talents are out. Smash going with regeneration while in Ghost Wolf form. And Swift going Maelstrom Shells, which increases your basic attack range by 20%. Which is actually probably a really good choice so that he can still get that range even without having to be in siege mode.
So level 4 talents, besides the hammer we have Maelstrom Shells, increasing that basic attack range. Smash Sword on Rhaegar going Feral Heart, which is going to be nice, once again, limiting the amount of times he has to go back. Lily going Lingering Blind, of course, and Zagara with Tumor Clutch.
That Lingering Blind is going to give him a lot of trouble later, I think. Swift going in, making sure he gets all those globes, though. Using that pushback to good effect. Deadly and Killing Phil just have a very good push going on right now. As you can see, the middle lane is littered with creep.
I imagine it'll be littered with creep the majority of the game.
Yep, if Swift goes with his AoE ult, he should be able to clear them. Ooh, Smash getting caught a little bit. Getting a decent amount of damage. Those hunter killers, really gotta just watch those. They do so much damage.
Both teams neck and neck in experience still. First blood has not been shed yet. We are coming up on our level 7 talent. Fortunately,
Team Dynasty's towers look a little less healthy. in both health and ammo. Dynasty taking a good bit of damage. Good placement on that healing ward by Smash, just putting it right on the other side of the gate.
Alright, level 7 talent, Sergeant Hammer picking up first aid, Rhaegar picking up Earth Shield, and now Team Dungeon 20, Levy picking up
lots of
good
damage
stuff,
going out.
Rhaegar picking up Rapid Incubation.
Not surprising, lots of sustained talents out. Since we've got both those supports, the teams are going to want to be as sustaining as possible. Is that a word, sustaining? It is now.
It is now.
It is now. That siege mode is really going to help keep some of their stuff safe, as long as the wall's still up. Really no hard engages yet. Oh, Lily kind of trapped in between teams. Smash is going after her. Swift taking a lot of damage. Disengages with a knockback. They are both out of
Doing
mana.
a nice job with his retreats.
He is. He's
Still
been saving
no
that knockback for when he needs to get out. Not just using it for the damage.
So still just a little bit of push back and forth. I imagine this will kind of be the same thing as last game, where once level 10 hits is when the real action starts to start.
Yeah, when you have these type of sustain teams, unless you get a really just good opportunity or a good catch, you probably won't see the hard engages until the ults are out. Man, look at that sustain. Just so much damage going out right now. Swift taking a lot of damage. Nothing is available. No more ammo left to kill all those little minions Zagara is spawning. So what kind of ults do you think we'll see out of these guys? I'm gonna guess we'll see the heal from Rhaegar. I know you've been wanting to see a Berserk.
Nah, in this situation, they're definitely going to be going Ancestral Healing. Legally, I imagine we'll see the Jugger again and Maul from Cigar.
I imagine Swift will go with Napalm, which is that low cooldown AoE. That really will give them a lot of pushing power and help them clear waves. But it looks like Surrender 20 is going to take both of those Dynasty towers down. Swift is back. Let's see if they're going to chase. Zagara doing just a really good job keeping that creep down, really increasing her speed. We are close to 10 though. And then all bets are
Team
off.
Don't Surrender doing a really good job at not letting Swift really stay posted up for too long.
Yeah. Deadly Sin taking quite a bit of damage, so he has to go back and Fountain. Swift just looking for an opportunity to be able to set up to get some damage on their towers. Surrender 20 hits 10.
Devouring Maul and Jug of 1,000 Cups, so no surprises there. And I imagine we won't see any surprises from Dynasty either.
As you can see, Swift's starting to clear some of that creep with his Concussion Blast. It's because he has no other way to do it now. Well, they got level 10. We see Ancestral Healing and Napalm. Yep, so No surprises, but I expect to start seeing this creep go away.
So taking a quick look at numbers, man, they are neck and neck. Both Sergeant Hammer and Zagara neck and neck in both CJ and Hero damage.
All the ults coming out. The Maw is missed. A lot of damage on Deadly Sin.
Really in trouble here. She's going to be able to get away, though, thanks to all that creep on the ground.
Well, not only that, the Blinding Wind caused Swift to miss 2 or 3 of his attacks that probably would have killed Deadly Sin. This is really smart by Zagara with all this creep right next to each other, because it makes it really hard to know where the middle is to kill that little creep spawner. Lots of damage on the Smash. That Napalm Blast is going to be really good for Swift, though. The aggression has definitely shifted some. Dynasty very low on mana, though. I'm not sure they want this engage.
So we have a quick update on one of the other matches that was happening. Shot and the Bullets Reloaded has defeated Cerberus 2-0. So they will be moving on to round 3.
Very cool, and we may end up catching up. We should be streaming at least one of the semi-final matches here shortly. I believe we have, what, 2 teams left?
To get to the round 3? Mm-hmm. No, Provoked Gaming is still on their second game.
Oh, Maw is out. Looks like they may try and surround Swift.
Swift still able to get away there.
Smash, nice chain heal and shield. He went with that Earth Shield talent that allows Lightning Shield to actually give a real shield.
15 minutes in and we still have no first blood.
Yeah, very surprising. Both teams have done a very good job, not only at engaging but disengaging as well. That means those first death timers are going to be long. Still not much damage on the front line of Surrender at 20. Almost all the ults are back up, except for the Maw.
My brood stands ready. My brood stands ready.
No team really just seems willing to commit at this point.
Yeah, I think
You might say they have commitment issues. There we go.
Gonna be a game changer.
Killing Field's ult comes out a little early. This would definitely be a good time for Dynasty to do something, as that ult is down for a good minute. Although Deadly Sin's Maw is back up now. And Swift is definitely a little low on the mana.
So an interesting thing to think about on Maul in this, when you're in a 5v5 situation, you generally want to stay spread out as your team so multiple targets don't get picked up in that Maul. However, it's almost better for Maul to pick up both of you or completely miss, rather than having one of you go down.
Yeah, very, very true. That's a good point.
So,
Because
them staying together here might.
if you got both in, you definitely could get a positioning advantage. But on the other end of things, you don't have the body blocking you might have in a 5v5 game. Smash going in hard. Really low.
Low on mana as well. Let's see if he's gonna go back. He's gonna stick around for a little bit, probably waiting for that cooldown on the healing count.
Oh, lots of damage going out onto Deadly Sin. It just,
Man,
they're
both
comboing
Swift and
so
Smash
well with that
very
blinding wind. Swift just needs to get close enough to get some of those napalm blasts out under those towers and gates.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have much mana for it at this point.
I think he's scared to go back just because of the pushing power that would give Surrender a 20.
And Surrender's starting to kind of get themselves separated as far as the experience advantage.
They will have a decent amount of time at level 15 before Dynasty gets there. Oh, looks like we have an engage. Killing Phil getting really low. Oh!
If he goes down, we have first blood. Let's see if Dynasty takes
At
advantage.
1852. This is their chance, though. They're going to get some solid pushing here. Lily is not back up for another 20 seconds. Maw is out just to stem some of that damage that Swift Sword is doing, but they are...
Man, what a push going right now.
They are getting a big old push in. Still 5 seconds until Lily is up. Trying to get as much damage in on those structures as possible. Smash's ult is out. Deadly Sin goes down! Oh no, this is bad.
This push is gonna keep going.
This staggers the kills. Especially this late in the game now. There's not going to be a whole lot Killing Phil can do. Now Smash getting caught in between both the towers again. Oh, Shrink Ray is out again. Lily finishes him off.
They did get the fort down, so they now have taken the advantage in the experience lead. Looks like they will hit 16 before Team Surrender at 20. However, with Rhaegar down, they're not going to be able to take full advantage of that.
Wow, Killing Field getting really low. Those minions are just beating on him. Swift Sword's going to have to be really careful here, though. You can't afford to die and get another stagger death for them. Targeting that healing fountain. Swift super low.
Swift is really focusing on the basic attack build right now, also going with Giant Killer. Being negated pretty hard by Lily's...
I think, yeah. In some ways it's smart just because he doesn't have to be set up to take full advantage of his damage. But then on the other side, like you said, Lily's blinding him, so it's really hurting him during those blinds. Maw is out, healing is out.
It is allowing him to stay out a little longer when he's on mana, since he is just kind of focusing on that auto attack. Both teams level 16, and we have a Hammer going graduating range, Rhaegar going Blood for Blood, Lily Safety Sprint, and Zagara Broad Expansion.
Dynasty with a nice chase. Surrender 20 doesn't have that tower anymore to protect them. Smash doing, again, a good job healing for Swift. Keeping himself in front with that lightning shield and that slow totem. He's doing a really good job. I like that he went with the feral lunge. Oh,
Smash
nice
will get
heal.
that social healing off. Chasing Lily, killing Phil's trying to get out of there. Looks like sure he will be able to do so.
Killing Phil, forced to go back, no health, no mana. And that hammer is just beating things down.
He is doing a good job clearing all of that creep at the moment.
Looks like Smash is going back to get some mana. Be interesting to see if Swift stays around or if he's going to go back as well. They definitely have a little bit of time before they get the push back to their base.
Food stands ready.
Not a lot of kills, but exciting kills.
My food stands ready.
Looks like Swift just went back to drink. The engages are going to get a lot more interesting now because neither team has really towers close to run back to hide behind. Dynasty's got about half health on that fort. Smash going in hard. Killing Phil taking a lot of damage. No ults out yet. Smash will get his ancestral healing off. Deadly Sin taking a lot of damage. Really keeping him up, but man, Swift and Smash are really putting the pressure on.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Dynasty still with a little bit of edge and experience. They're going to hit 18 here in just a second. Let's see if Deadly and Killing Phil can actually turn this into a good push on this fort. Smash coming out hard.
In trouble.
Shrink Ray's out on Smash. Kept him from completely following up on that, but a really good attempt.
Yeah, Rasmo in chat pointing out this is really the first match we have seen that bad RNG that unfortunately comes from not having a single lane map to be able to do this tournament. Dynasty has lost her bottom fort. However, once again, at this point, that experience isn't devastating.
And it looks like
the other team, so.
top lane is pushing in the direction of or towards Dynasty's favor too. So they may get that back here in a bit. Going in hard on Deadly Sin. All the ults are out.
That's for healing by Smash.
Shrink Ray's out, but
And-
Killing Phil and Deadly Sin are forced to retreat. See if they can turn this into any sort of a push. Their minions are here. Going in on Deadly Sin. Oh,
Deadly Sin in
so
trouble.
close. Smash in trouble. Uh-oh.
Overextended just a little bit. Let's see if Team Surrender 20 can take advantage of this. Wheelie goes down Deadly Sin.
Deadly Sin will go
Swift.
down. Man, props to Swift. He's just had some incredible hammer play this game.
Yeah, he is gonna be able to sit back here and
40
for 40
seconds.
seconds.
This is really bad for Surrender at 20.
This is probably gonna get him level 20 and make it all the more difficult for Surrender at 20.
He might even be able to finish this keep off.
We'll
He's
see.
got a
It's
good
kinda
20
interesting
seconds.
If he posts up yet and starts working on it, he's gonna take care of those minions first.
Wow, this is gonna be close. Yeah, Swift
Oh my
Swift
God.
made the good choice of staying there and autoing while Smash was. Wow, look at that! Swift
Great
Sword
job.
turning it into a win.
What's this?
Great job by Swift Sword. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Hero slain.
Shot pointing out, he did a really good job of sitting still, knowing whenever he was taking a beating, but still okay to stay in siege mode and when he needed to get out.
That was some really quality hammer play out of Swift. Oh, so we're going into game 3.
Yeah, game 3 in this
That's
round.
exciting.
Closest game we've seen so far today. Really low kill count, only 5 kills to 2. Again, we did not see first blood until 18 minutes in. So that first death timer was quite long and just kept going from there.
Yeah.
Great back and forth from both teams. Really excited for this game 3. It'll be interesting to see if Team Surrender at 20. I feel a Sergeant Hammer band coming on. I think they're going to switch from Asthma.
Yeah, man, I would after that game. That Sergeant Hammer was devastating to Team Surrender at 20.
While we are getting ready for game 3 of this match, let's take a look at the other tournament standings. So it looks like Provoked Gaming has in fact won. They are moving on to round 3. We have not heard on the matchup between Team Don't Chase and the Ultrazord Wannabes. And the winner of this game 3 will move on to the semifinals to face Shot and the Bullets Reloaded.
Yeah, this is exciting. I'm really interested to see what kind of picks we see.
Pro, the match we are casting right now is Dynasty versus Team Surrender at 20.
All right, get this game set up and then we'll get into the lobby. Are you ready for this, Gizmo?
I am ready. I'm super excited to see
Well,
what.
I like game
Game
3s. Game 3s are good. They're very intense.
While we are getting set up for this, I will take the time for our shameless plug again. Welcome once again to the Lords of the Lane 2v2 mid lane tournament, sponsored by our podcast Lords of the Storm. So feel free to check that out. I am Gizmozord and this is TBK, and you can find us both on Twitter and Twitch.
All right. Well, let's get into the lobby then. See what these picks and bans are going to be.
So will it be Dynasty with first ban, first pick this round?
Yes. As we're going into Game 3, they had the first game, first ban, first pick, and they will do it again in Game 3. Sylvanas banned again, not surprising.
Yep.
I guess they just feel they can deal with Lily.
Yeah, and they Team Surrender at 20 once again going with the Asmo ban. So let's see if we see the same matchup or if one of the teams decides to switch it up.
I'm very interested to see if they go same comp or not, or if they'll switch it up. Well, Killing Phil going Lily again. That's not surprising. He's been doing good with her both these games, really, even though they lost the last one. The auto attack blind and just the amount of healing she can do is pretty insane. Need some like Jeopardy music or something, Greg. Oh, Tyrande!
Oh, wow.
I was hoping to see this from Smash. This should be fun. Tyrande is an awesome hybrid support. Last patch, her heal got buffed a little bit, and so that's definitely made her a better healer. But the stun is going to be really good to counteract that Lily ult if she goes jugs again.
Yeah, if he's able to hit with it. I know last tournament Smash was having a little bit of trouble landing that stun. Tyrande also isn't going to be able to peel as well as Rhaegar for Sergeant Hammer, so it'll also be really interesting to see kind of what their strategy is going into this.
Yep. And it looks like the teams are taking a quick bio break. Not surprising. We've been at it for a little while. I know I myself have been enjoying a nice glass of lemonade.
I have not cracked open the first birthday beer yet, but it may be time for it soon.
We do have the semis coming up. I think the last game of Uchizord, Wannabes, and Team Don't Chase is going on right now. Maybe? And then the winner of this game will move on to the semis as well. Yes, True Shot Aura plus Hammer. Man, these as long as Swift can stay out of that blinding wind, his auto attacks are going to be some serious damage. I expect we'll see that a similar auto attack build as he went last time.
Yes, null pointer. I'm a little surprised that they switched it up with how well their last game went, but we'll see how this comp's gonna do.
Alright, looks like Swift is back. Everyone's ready. Here we go. Yeah, that is a good point. There were definitely some times last game where Rhaegar's Ancestral Heal really saved them in a pinch. So it'll be interesting them not having that, but having True Shot Aura plus a stun. And I really hope Smash gets some sort of awesome owl kill. Just cause. Those are fun.
Heroes.
I am a Sentinel Magnet.
What's this? A hero has left the battle.
You really are.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
and that ancestral healing also allowed Swift to stay in siege mode for twice as long. So
That's true.
see if he goes the same build or if he's going to go a little bit more mobile build this time around.
10 seconds.
I wouldn't be surprised if he switched things up just to kind of keep Team Surrender at 20 on their toes.
3.
Yeah, Swift
but-
is usually pretty good about adapting.
Let the battle begin.
Looks like we have Regeneration Master again for Swift Sword. Ranger's Mark, which lowers the cooldown of Hunter's Mark by 8 seconds. That'll be a big thing, as Smash is going to be wanting to mark those targets as often as possible. Conjurer's Pursuit on Lily, and Demolitionist on Zagara to get that ammo down and deal some extra damage to structures.
We'll see if Team Surrender at 20 can take advantage of this early game. I do like their early game better than Dynasty's, so if they can get a nice experience advantage of going on early game, they'll be in a good spot.
I think this game is really going to come down to a lot how well can Smash land those stuns.
And so far, Team's struggling a little bit with them, but it's not crucial at this point.
I love
It's
that.
really-
The
it's
chase
really gonna
and just
matter.
the knockback.
It's really going to matter once they hit level 10 and if he's going to be able to land those on Lily's ult or not.
Yep, for sure. If they can interrupt Lily's ult, that's going to give them a huge advantage in burning Deadly down. I definitely expect we'll see Killing Phil go with that extra blind again, though.
Smash Sword making his first trip back to the fountain.
Tyrande.
Kyler and Andy.
Is pretty mana hungry early on.
Yeah, especially with the stuns. The stuns cost quite a bit, so I'm actually surprised to see him using them as often as he is this early game.
Yeah, you can see how much of a chunk that eats out of his mana bar every time he does that.
Deadly Sin once again doing a great job of getting that creep spread out. Swift's gonna have a hard time getting rid of that until he reaches level 10.
Swift is going to have to be a little more careful this time around because Tyran's heals aren't as good as Rhaegar's are. It's going to be a little harder for him to stay in siege mode as long as he did last time. Swift going really low. That Hunter Killer doing some damage. Smash going back for the first time. Leaves Swift in siege mode to combat this push. Cigar is going to try and get as much damage on that tower as possible, because not only does it do 10% extra damage, it eats away at its ammo as well, which is a pretty big deal when you're doing this one lane stuff and pushing hard.
Yeah, really not a whole lot going on different than last game. Kind of have the same feel right now. Not really any huge engagements as far as fighting.
I feel as if Tyrande is not going to be as good of a peeler for Hammer as Rhaegar was.
Nah, not at all.
Lots of damage going out onto Deadly Sin. Really good stun there by Smash. That's gonna hurt a lot later when Swift gets that Napalm Blast.
Team Surrender at 20, doing a good job pushing back Dynasty, keeping them from really getting any damage on that front line of defense.
So it looks like talents-wise we're pretty similar to what we've seen the last few games. Extra attack range, a healing totem, extra blind with Lily, and then that extra damage from your envenomed spines for Cigar, which is always just really good. Good stun there by Smash. Ults-wise, what do you think we'll do this time? I think we'll see Starfall from Smash.
Yeah, I agree, and it looks like Swift is kind of going that basic attack mode again. Feeling still taking some damage, but able to get out of there.
You gotta hand it to Swift.
Eating a lot of those.
Swift is definitely one of the ballsiest hammers you'll ever play with. Definitely not afraid to get in your face and use that concussive blast. Knocked back liberally.
Thank you very much for the birthday wishes, Andrew. And have fun at work.
As much fun as can be had at work. The one thing you'll notice from Swift's hammer play is that he never gets out and makes himself vulnerable unless his thrusters, his Z movement is up to allow him a quick getaway. Very smart planning that.
And Andrew, you didn't specify which Andrew you are, but if you're the one I'm thinking of, happy birthday to you too as well.
Looks like Swift will get back just in time, but these towers are almost out of ammo. That demolitionist talent really does its work in these 2v2 games. Hard push by Deadly Sin. Lots of healing going up. Level 7 talents just out. Swift taking a lot of damage, but that first aid is able to keep him up. A lot of damage going out on the Swift. Looks like his fountain was up though. Smash is going back, so Surrender. This will be a good chance for Surrender at 20 to get some more tower damage on if they can take advantage of it. Oh, near owl miss. Looks like Smash Sword took Lunar Blaze, which increases the range of your Lunar Flare by 50%, so you'll be able to land those stuns further out. And that should be just fine because that should take advantage of Swift Sword's increased range as well.
So, do you think we're gonna see another 18-minute First Blood game?
I don't know. I have a feeling when the ults come out, we'll see something a little earlier than that this time around. Especially without that ancestral healing to give an extra health bar. Looks like Surrender 20 is going to have a nice push this time around. And may... Oh!
Not quite able to get power down, but it's still a nice push nonetheless.
Oh! Deadly Sin was hit. But Lily had healed him up a little bit before that, and Owl's just not doing a ton of damage yet. Though, I don't know about you, I'd love to see him get the talent where the range on the Owl does more damage.
It wouldn't be a terrible... I don't think it would be... I mean, since this is only mid-lane, I guess it could be fairly effective.
The snipes, Gizmo, the snipes.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
It just makes for good TV.
Still neck and neck in experience. Looks like they're going to hit 10.
Smash taking a lot of damage.
Smash is able to get out.
Looks like Smash is being forced to go back though, and with this push they may be able to get this bottom tower down, which would give them a small XP advantage.
Swift holding him off as long as he can. Looks like he's still getting out in the front lines. And now he's going to post up behind that gate.
They did manage to get the tower down though, and the other one is out of ammo. Would not be surprised to see this one fall as well. You can tell they're a little wary because of that hammer and siege mode.
Yep. Null Pointer pointing out Zagara did switch it up a little bit this time and is going in Venom Spine. In Venom Spine, sorry. So a little
makes
bit more
sense.
on her basic attack.
That deals with that hammer's extra range. Looks like both teams hitting 10 at just about the same time. Looks like we have Napalm Blast, Starfall.
No surprising picks there.
No surprising picks. Pretty standard. The other Zagara ult, which is your network, would not be horribly good in this. Starfall is out. Ma is out. Swift taking a lot of damage.
Smash trying to get out of there.
Misses the stun. Smash is getting very low. Lots of damage going out on Swift Sword. Unfortunately, Smash was not able to really his Lunar Fall to interrupt that Lily ult, which really hurt them and let Zagara stay in there much longer.
Well, and that miss you just had on Zagara could have potentially been a kill, so that's someone. I don't know what level it is, but it'll be interesting to see if Smash goes with the increased radius for that stun, since he is having a little bit of trouble. I'm not sure if they've already passed it up or not.
And I can't recall off the top of my head which tier that's in, but at least in this game mode, that doesn't seem like it would be a horrible idea.
And if you're doing a good job landing your slings early game, you don't really need it. But since he is having trouble, I mean, those are going to be crucial as we
in
come
those
down the line
team fights
here.
at the end. Yeah, for sure. We've had some close, but no kills yet.
Coming up on 15 minutes, we may see another 18-minute first blood kill.
Good stun on Deadly Sin. These sustained type games are really interesting because they're very back and forth at the beginning, and then once you get a kill or two, it starts getting pretty crazy and everything escalates very fast.
Well, welcome to everyone just joining us in the stream.
Maw is out, Starfall is out, Smash taking a lot of damage.
Oh my god,
Oh,
he's able to get
man.
out there, avoid that first blood. Swift taking some damage though.
Smash was able to grab that fountain exactly when he needed to. Level 13 talents coming soon. This team surrender at 20 on the pretty heavy offensive right now.
And once again, both Swift and Smash low on mana. But since Swift is going that basic attack build, that does allow him to stay out there a little bit longer.
Yeah, the way he's been working it, it seems like he has just enough mana to use his Napalm Strike every time it's up, and then just uses basic attacks for the most part. Good stun by Smash. About 20 seconds until those ults are back up, and we'll see probably another big engage. Lili's done a really good job at avoiding those lunar flares, though.
The goddess hair.
Dynasty kind of low on mana. Looks like we might have another engage. Starfall is down. Knocked him back into it. Really good hit, but oh, both of them caught in the maw. Oh!
First blood, 16
First blood.
minutes. That was very nice timing by Deadly Sin.
Yeah,
Time that coming out of the
save
maw.
the Banelings for that. You're correct. Very, very good timing on that. And we were just talking about this. Is it better that no one gets? Well, it's always better that no one gets caught, but 1 versus 2. And
Yeah, in that situation, the 2 is worked out perfectly for him.
Yeah.
I think in most situations, you're still going to want that team separation.
Swift is back up, but looks like they may get a few hits in on this keep or this fort. Excuse me. Oh, double stun, very nice. Let's see more of that. Alright, so we just hit our level 13 talents. So what are we looking at there, Gizmo?
Well, it looks like Swift is still taking his time for a pick. He's going Giant Killer again. Ronde with Grant Lily still going Shrink Ray. And Zagara going Grooved Spine.
Yeah. Extra Hunter Killer range and damage. It's never a bad thing. Those Hunter Killers chase for quite a while. Swift taking a lot of damage.
And Null Pointer, you are correct. However, that stun still is going to be extremely valuable in interrupting that ult.
Oh, a double maw again.
See if he times up. Looks like Banelings will probably run cooldown. There
Well,
it is. He's going to be able to land a stun.
Oh, he
There
got it.
is.
There it is. Cut that
Still
healing a few
not
seconds
yet.
short.
It did its purpose. Let him escape, but good to see him at least landing those stuns now.
Swift just needs like a little bit of leeway to get those napalm strikes out on their defenses because they do so much damage to them.
My brood stands ready.
Still have a good 50 or so seconds until most of the ults are back up. Lots of damage going out onto Swift. They really are targeting him hard. Not a bad idea. Turan by herself is not going to do a whole lot of damage. Nice stun by Smash on Phil. Deadly Sin taking a beating too. Oh, Shrink Ray is out on Swift Sword, taking a lot of damage. Oh, and dead. Killing Phil, just going to get saved with good timing on his jugs. And I think this fort's going to go down.
Stay here for the push.
Smash just doesn't have any health or mana left to stop this.
Yeah, in all honesty, he should be going back to heal up and get mana. He can't really stop him anyways, but...
Yeah, looks like we'll see this tower go down as well.
Swift back up, coming into the action. But it's going to be a little bit too late, and that tower is probably going to go down. Yeah.
Just hanging on. There it is. Megara, again, Deadly, doing a really good job keeping that creep spread out and giving him that extra regeneration and speed he needs just to make a quick escape. Field goal with the owl there. Looks like Smash is finally going back. But all the ults are almost back up. Probably be seeing a Maw coming out soon. Lots of damage on the Deadly Sin. Maw is out on both of them, and they'll be at full health for this engage.
Yeah, and Phil doing a good
Shrink
job
Ray out on
waiting
Swift.
Oh man,
That's
Phil's doing a
Shrink
good
Ray.
job waiting to cast those jugs until Smash uses that stun.
Yeah, he's
That way,
timing
if
that
the
well.
jug get interrupted, he's getting
And that Shrink Ray is really, really killing Swift. Because once Hammer's thrusters are gone, she's not very fast as it is, but Shrink Ray need very little chance of escaping. Swift back up in 3 seconds. It looks like they will get this front line down though.
Overall, I need to say I'm not super impressed with the Grande Sergeant Hammer composition. And it is being talked about in chat. I think they just lose too much of that healing for Swift, not allowing him to stay in siege mode to take full advantage.
Yeah, and not just healing, the peeling. I mean, like we were saying last game, Smash was doing a great job with Rhaegar peeling for Swift, just getting in their faces, lightning shield, the slowing totem, but Turan just can't do that.
But once again, it is not over.
Not over till that keep falls.
Dynasty with their level 16 talent, Sergeant Hammer then graduating range, Grande with Shooting Star.
Nice starfall by Smash Sword. Deadly Sin taking a lot of damage, but staying in. Smash getting caught up in that Maw. And will go down.
Swift gonna have to get back here and really try and, man, hold them off. 34 seconds until Smash is back up. Looks like they're gonna try and get rid of all the minions, see if they can get this full wave going with them.
They have a good 20 seconds, and Swift is in very good positioning because they have to enter his field of fire to do anything, and he can chunk away at them, and they really can't get close. This is his probably the best defensive spot he should be in right now.
Yeah, and chat as well seems to be a little confused why a Shooting Star was picked up instead of True Shot Aura.
I honestly don't know, and I'm not gonna lie, I played Tron like very seldom.
Has destroyed a fort.
Looks like their bottom lane minions are cheering them on. Swift and Smash just need one good engage. If they can kill either Deadly Sin or Phil, they'll be able to have a pretty good push, I think, just because of Hammer. Now, Razmel in chat, True Shot Aura is 10% extra attack speed, which probably would be pretty good for this situation, seeing as that would get rid of your blinded attacks faster and just more auto attacking in general, especially since Swift has gone mainly auto attack build. Looks like he went graduating range at 16, which is an interesting pick because he really hasn't been able to get into siege mode that often this game.
All ults are back up. Let's see if engagement happens soon. This could be the engagement that decides it all.
The problem for Destiny right now is even if they, or Dynasty, thinking of like a shooter or something. The problem for Dynasty right now is even if they do manage to wipe the other team, they still have a fort to get through before they even get to the secondary walls. So Phil and Deadly,
first line of defense to get through.
yeah, Phil and Deadly almost have a get out of losing free card right now.
No point of pointing out that True Shot Aura was actually changed last patch. Instead of 10%, it is now 15% auto attack damage.
That does sound like something that would have been pretty useful. Oh, nice! A great napalm blast by Swift Sword, taking out Deadly Sin. See if they can pick off Phil. Oh, just missed it. This will be really good for Swift though. He should be able to knock down this first line pretty quick. He's finally getting to use that graduating range. Still 25 seconds. This fort is probably going to fall.
So at least when caught back up a little bit in experience, this game is far from over.
You're going to have to be really careful when Zagar comes back out because Smash is very low and Swift does not have much mana left.
And
there it is.
He's gonna go ahead and fall back. Here comes Zagara.
Able to just get away before Zagara got back. Very nice push by Dynasty.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Surrender at 20, unfortunately losing their fort on top lane as well. There's some of that bad RNG. Which, I think I mentioned this last tournament, but I do not understand at all
Yeah,
how
what the
those
deal
waves
is?
get out of hand. I mean, you know, shouldn't it be each wave is canceling each other out? I don't get it.
I mean, it does take a while to get out of hand. But it does seem too slowly. Deadly and Killing Phil with a really big push coming.
Here comes another push from Surrender at 20. Let's see,
Starfall is out. No one in the Maw. Deadly Sin taking a lot of damage. And he's going down.
Deadly Sin down.
Killing Phil. Oh, can they get him? Smash just needs to land that stun while the jugs are out.
Yeah, and Killing Phil, man, those blinding winds.
Not only that, the
absolutely
jukes.
insane.
Juking that Lunar Flare. But this again, Zagara is down for 35 seconds now.
So, level 20 talents, Sergeant picking up Advanced Top Strike. Surrounded with Rewind, Kung Fu Hustle on Lily. It's really going to increase that healing and bolt the storm on Zagara. So it's going to be really tough with Kung Fu Hustle. Man, that healing on Zagara is going to be insane. Plus, now on top of the jugs, Zagara does have bolt.
It's unfortunate that Dynasty couldn't get more of a push. Phil did a really good job at holding them back while Deadly Sin was down.
Yeah, Dynasty making some very interesting talent choices in this game.
I mean, I can see the advanced Lava Strike. I mean, but Napalm...
Doesn't he have Nexus Frenzy though?
He might have Nexus Frenzy. I see this as a pushing agent. I mean, that's 75% range increase and 50% more damage. Like, if you can at least get just close, you'll be able to really push those buildings down fast, but staying from a safe range.
You gotta get those kills in order to push. He may have, you know, decided since Lily has the insane blinding wind right now, just kind of go away from that base attack. I'm not. Yes, Raptor, this is a 2v2, but it's mid lane only. No merc camps, no objectives, just a straight push in each other's faces down the middle of the map.
Yep, the goal is to kill their opponent's keep, which is the second large building right there.
And no, there's no stupid questions. It's completely understandable. I mean, this isn't even a game right now, so.
Yeah, this is a definitely a fake 2v2 until Blizzard gives us a real one, which, you know, hopefully they will, or at least a single lane map.
And again, I encourage you guys, if you have not tried this before, set up a custom match, try it out with your friends. The matches are super intense, super fun.
Gage is out, Smash going down into the Maw. Swift sitting back, doing a lot of damage. Starfall is down, but misses most of them. Team Surrender 20 making a big push right here. That keeps only got about 2/3 of its health left. That hammer, though, really keeping Deadly Sin from being able to even engage. So while these guys are going, Greg, you want to see how the other matches are going? Did Uche and who was the other one finish yet their match?
It has not been posting results, so they may very well be on a game 3 as well.
Yeah, so this is most likely game 3 of this round, and there's one more game 3 most likely going on right now, and then we will be entering the semifinals with the final 4 teams, and should be a lot of fun. Excited to see some more of the comps. Gotten quite a few varied ones so far. I like it. We saw Murky earlier. That was fun, but unfortunately didn't end up working out as good in practice as we might have thought it would on paper.
And it looks like that other game going on right now is also in game 3. So very, very good matches in this second round. And I'm sure we'll also see some good matches in both the semifinals and finals today.
The thing is, at this point, once somebody gets a kill, it's probably going to be over for one side or the other. Oh, Deadly Sin going super low!
Jug saving Deadly Sin.
Wow, look at that healing. It's unfortunate that Smash did not land that stun during the jugs. He almost needs to just save that until the jugs come out. Zagaro, the only one with her ult still up. Be interesting if they tried to do a Maw setup. Maw's out but misses! Deadly Sin! Oh, going down! This is the push. This is the push that Dynasty needs. They have 60 seconds to wrap this up. Let's see if they can do it.
They almost need to kind of ignore Lily. I mean,
they're gonna have to, and that's exactly what Swift is doing.
And I was gonna say it would have been exciting to see a double maul, and Team Surrender at 20 just kind of, I mean, because the keep only has 2/3 health. They just double maul him and sprint to the keep and see if they can get it down. But unfortunately, the ball missed. Zagar went down.
Really may go down?
Going down was.
What is this?
Really almost heading out of lane there. But holy cow, guys.
Wow. What a comeback. Congratulations to Swift and Smash for an amazing comeback. That was a very, very well played game.
No point of pointing out, man, the late game scaling